Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is August 13th. It is the series finale between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. How's everybody doing on this Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning, wherever you may be? How's it going, folks? Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are only 7 subscribers away from 3,000. So if there's anybody watching and you're new and you're not subscribed, let's hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that 3,000 number today. Let's get ready for tonight's or today's game. Let's hope the Yankees could go for the sweep. Or the brooms coming out? Talk to me. Are the brooms coming out? Yeah, let's hope the brooms come out because I'm looking to sweep the floor. Well, what is up, everybody? What is going on? How's everybody doing? I'm going to say what's up to the chat. But before we get into that, how about that win last night? The Yankees going out there and taking care of business. Yankees bats coming alive again in the bottom of the seventh. They never gave up. They never gave up. They were losing most of the game. They were trailing most of the game. The bats come alive, right? Trent Grisham with a couple of home runs. Spencer Jones with 3 RBIs himself. And a few other guys stepping up to the plate when it really mattered. And the Yankees put up double-digit runs, and they won last night's game 10-5. The last time they put up double-digit runs was against the Tampa Bay Rays back on July 9th. They put up 12. Outside of that, Yankees haven't put up double-digit runs, and they haven't been putting up a lot of runs in general. But it was nice to see yesterday, right? It was nice to see the Yankees put up as many runs as they did to get the series win, which is always a good thing. So let's hope for a sweep. Last time the Yankees swept, it was against the Nationals right before the All-Star break. And since then, they haven't been too bad, right? There's been some games where it was awful. They've lost a couple of series during that over the last 30 days. It was only against the Cardinals last week, and the Dodgers were the other team. Other than that, the Yankees have been either winning series or splitting series. And they just won another series here against the Seattle Mariners. So that's what we like to see. But we'll get into today's matchup, the series finale. It'll be Max Fried versus Logan Gilbert. The lineup is looking a little different today, so we'll talk a little bit about the lineup. I want to get everybody's thoughts on the lineup. And let's talk, and then we'll get into the predictions. We'll get into the prediction portion of the show, and we'll get right into the game. Game starts in about a half hour, so that'll be on Yes Network or MLB TV or wherever you're watching from. It's not going to be on ESPN, so be happy with that. But let me say what's up to the chat. Katie, first person in the building. How are you? Joseph is in the building. Hector's in the building. Desiree's in the building. Rodney calling folks out. What's up, Rodney? How we doing? What's going on? And we got Beagle in the building. What's up? How's it going? What's up? How's it going? But we got a few people in the chat. Thank you all for being here. We'll wait for some more people to come in. So it's going to be Logan Gilbert versus Max Fried. So we'll look at the last few games when it comes to Max Fried. So last week he pitched against his former team, against the Braves, and made out well. 6 1/3, only gave up 3 hits, walked a couple, struck out 7, didn't give up any runs. His previous start before that was against the Cubs. 5 1/3, struck out 7, only gave up a run on 2 hits and walked 1. And prior to that was against the White Sox. That was a game he came back. He was going to have a rehab start, but the Yankees, if memory serves me right, I think there was a doubleheader, and he pitched in one of those doubleheaders. So he didn't pitch a lot. He only pitched 3 innings. He was on a pitch count limit. So 3 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, gave up a couple of walks. So last couple of starts, when you look at Max Fried's last couple of starts, he looked really good. So I'm hoping for more of the same today against the Mariners. Now, when it comes to Logan Gilbert, His last outing was against the Rays. Went 6 2/3, struck out six, walked four, gave up a couple of runs on 4 hits, got the loss in that one. I believe the Rays swept in that series. And then he pitched against the Twins. He went 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, a walk, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. And the game before that, back on July 26th, so we're talking 2-3 weeks ago, he went 5 2/3, gave up 4 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, only gave up a couple of walks on 5 hits. So looking at Logan Gilbert, certainly capable of going 6 innings. He could go 7, if he's pitching a good game. So, but 6 is a safe bet for him. But we'll see how Logan Gilbert does against this Yankees lineup, and we'll talk about the lineup here real quick. I'll pull the lineup up. Let's talk about the lineup, and you folks let me know what you all think. So here's the lineup for today's game. Trent Grisham's leading things off, playing center field. Ben Rice is batting second. He'll be your DH. Spencer Jones will be batting third, playing left field. Luis Garcia Jr. will be batting cleanup, playing first base. George Lombard Jr. has moved up in the lineup. He'll be batting fifth, playing shortstop. Jazz Chisholm, batting sixth, playing second base. Jose Caballero is back in the lineup, and he'll be playing right field. Ryan McMahon will be batting eighth, playing third base. And Ali Sanchez will be the catcher in today's game. He'll be at the dish, batting ninth. And on the mound, it is left-handed pitcher Max Fried. Folks in the chat, drop your Max Fried predictions. We'll go over the predictions, and I'll tell you my predictions. So, no Heliot Ramos in the lineup, and which is I'm not necessarily upset with it. I know he's only gotten a couple of hits in 24 appearances with the Yankees so far, or 2 for 24, right? In his ever since he's become a Yankee. But I'm not going to stress it. I think he'll still be a contributor to the team. But we do have Jose Caballero in there. Although I will say that I'd rather see Caballero at second base. I'd rather see him in the infield. I know he's a utility player. I know he can play the outfield, but it would just make me a little bit more comfortable. But I'm happy he's in the lineup, though. I'm happy he's there. And I have no problems with him playing. The rest of the lineup is good. It's cool to see George Lombard move up in the lineup. But the question is it too quick? Is it too quick is my question. And UAV Doug, what's up? First time seeing you. Welcome. Says, my prediction, Yankees sweep. I like that prediction. I do like that prediction a lot. And I do put it in the poll out there, so go vote in the poll. But what do we got for Max Fried? Let's see the Max Fried predictions. 6 innings and 5 strikeouts for Max Fried. Homers for Grisham, Rice, and Jones. Final score, 8-3. Yeah, will today's game be a high-scoring game, or did the Yankees put up all the runs from last night? Are the Yankees going to put up? Is it going to be a low-scoring run game for the Yankees? Let me know. Joseph Salvatore is going 7 innings, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, couple of runs. Yeah, I know a lot of Mariners fans want Dan Wilson fired. Rodney. Max goes 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, a couple of walks. What up, Felix? Felix is in the building. What up, man? So my prediction for Max Fried, looking at a couple of outings, I'll give him 6 2/3. I'm going to give Max Fried 6 2/3. Take care of that neck. But yeah, I'll give him 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts. I think he'll have a couple. I say 2 walks, and I'll say he gives up 1 run. So that's going to be my prediction for Max Fried. Let me know your guys' prediction. Drop it in the comments section. Felix is going 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 2 walks. Yeah, you and I got the. You and I are on the same page, man. You and I are on the same page when it comes to that. That's what's up. Any other predict? Let me. If anybody else wants to drop predictions for Max Fried, let's go. Drop it in the chat. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Well, let's get into the home run predictions. What do we got for home runs? So Beagle's going Ben Rice, Luis Garcia, Jones. Sleeper is Jazz. Katie's going Grisham, Rice, and Jones. What's up, Jay Witt? Good to see you, man. Joseph says Rice, Jones, Sleeper, McMahon. Yeah, none of my home run predictions came through yesterday. I should have picked Grisham. Oh man. Felix is going Rice with a home run and Garcia with a home run. Yeah, my home run predictions today, man. I'm saying Spencer Jones. I think Garcia's going to hit one. I'm going to say Garcia. Sorry if y'all don't do this, but I got no run first inning, Grisham home run. That's fair, man. That's fair. That's a fair take. Yeah, I should have taken Grisham there, Rodney. But hey, you know. But I'm going to go with Jones, Garcia. I won't go Ben Rice. Who do I want to say, man? You know what? I'm going Lombard. And my sleeper is going to be... Who do I want him as my sleeper? Who is the guy that I'm not really expecting to hit a home run, but might hit a home run? I really want to say Grisham, but he hit 2 yesterday. You know what? I'm going Ali Sanchez for my sleeper. That's who I'm going to say. I'm going to go Ali Sanchez. Spencer Jones, a Lombard, and your sleeper's Jazz for Jay Witt. Happy birthday, Beagle. After last night, they ain't scoring today? Yeah, probably not. We know how it goes. All right, Beagle's going 8-3 for a score. Glad to see Ramos on the lineup today and Cabby in right field. Yeah, no, I'm glad to see Cabby in the lineup. I don't particularly like seeing Caballero in the outfield personally, but you know, given the injuries, so any other home run predictions? Drop it in the comments section. Let me know. Ronnie's going Ryan. Ryan who? Ryan Garcia? Ryan McMahon? I think you meant to say Ryan. Yeah, Ryan McMahon. Rice. And he's going to go Jones. Felix says he'll go Jazz with a home run. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to take this off the screen here. The bats are starting to heat up, and it's throughout the lineup, which is the best part. Rice is still struggling, and we are winning. Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, this is what I was saying yesterday as far as the lineup goes. You know, this lineup is not going to be forever, right? We already talked about the reinforcements that are going to be back at some point. but this lineup has to do what it needs to do to survive, right? If it means they only put up 3 runs, 4 runs, right, and they win a game, so be it. A win is a win. A win is a win. So every win matters, right? And your team could be hurt, but the other guys in the lineup, they have to step up. Okay, so a win, and even if the offense is struggling, if they're struggling to put up runs, but if they win the game by only putting up 3 runs, again, so be it. What's up, Dorian? How's it going? But that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's talk some score predictions, folks. What do we got for today's score? What is today's score going to be? Let's talk scores. Joseph is going 7-3. Doran, I don't. To answer your question, I don't. And this is something, I try to explain to people is that, don't expect, big time offense with 3 big bats being out. All right, like don't expect it. The bench players are bench players for a reason. They're not getting paid the same amount of money as the guys that are hurt right now, right? That's why I'm saying you got to put up. If they only put up 3 or 4 runs and they win, so be it. A win is a win. Doesn't matter how you win. A win is a win. Could be better. You could win by an inch, by a mile. A win is a win. So Jay Witt's going 8-2. Katie is going 8-3. UAV Doug is going 6-1. The Yankees open it up in the 7th. Yeah, kind of like they did in the last couple of games. Yeah, they really are, Doran. They really are. They're doing well. Yes, they're in second place. We know that, right? But all things considered, yeah, they are playing extremely well. Some guys are really stepping up. Wells has been stepping up. Grisham has been stepping up. Ryan McMahon's been stepping up. So, these are guys that are key, right? Especially, with how much they've been struggling. These guys have been coming through in some key moments. And the pitching, forget about it. I mean, the pitching, there's the Yankees are the best in pitching, right? The bullpen might be taxed or a little tired, yes, but they're making it happen, man. Oh, the bullpen, the bullpen was the biggest question coming into the season for me. But no, the bullpen's been great. Especially guys like, Brent Hedrick, was a Matt Blake product for sure. That's all Matt Blake, Paul Blackburn. I mean, David Bednar. I mean, these guys have been fantastic. Ronnie's going 8-3. Doran goes 3-1, 6-2 from Felix. Yeah, my score prediction for today's game, I think it'll be, I'm going to say 6-4. Oh, and Rodney with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Rodney. He says, buy a cup of Turkish coffee on me, partner. I will. I'll buy like 5 of them. I'll really be bouncing off the walls then. Oh, man. But thank you, Ronnie, for the $5 super chat. You are the man, bro. You are the man. Can't wait till we meet up, man. Once the time is right. Can't wait till we meet up and hang out. Definitely got to go to we'll go to a Rockies game out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Hedrick has been amazing. Bradley Hanner, the relief pitcher that just got called up, he's been stellar in AAA. Yeah, his numbers really look good. His AAA numbers. He hasn't pitched yet. The Yankees haven't had to use him, but I like to see what he does. At the major league level. See just get a glimpse of him. Yeah, no, I know Jay Witt. I don't think it'll impact him. Honestly, if I think he'll be fine. Because my daddy taught me not to be cheap. Oh man. All right, ABS calls, folks. How many calls get screwed up today by the umpire? How many calls get overturned by ABS? There was only 2 calls that got overturned yesterday. The home plate umpire today is going to be Rob Drake. So let me know what you all think how many calls are going to get overturned by ABS. Yesterday I said 3. There was only 2. I'm going to stick with my 3 number. Three ABS challenge overturns from Jay Witt. Okay. Yeah, I'm sticking with 3. I'm definitely sticking with 3. What's everybody else's predictions? What is everybody else's predictions? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, the game's going to start here in about 12 minutes. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, just looking around, there's a few games being played right now. The Guardians and Tigers 0-0 in the bottom of the first. Reds, White Sox. Reds are winning 3-1. Miami, Pittsburgh 0-0 in the bottom of the first. Boston and Toronto are going to be playing here in about an hour and a half. You got the Cubs and Nationals, Phillies and Twins, Rangers and Angels, Dodgers and Brewers. That'll be a fun one. Dodgers and Brewers. That's going to be a good game. Good game right there. No doubt. Boone has been doing a good job with his lineups. Let's see if moving Lombard up today impacts the game. I think it's a good move myself. Yeah, I mean, look, I know he's been like in a short span, right? I mean, what is this, his 4th, 5th game, 6th game, right? I mean, I like what I'm seeing from Lombard, with the bat. I mean, he's shown that he's got potential. It might have been a little too soon for him to get moved up, but, let's see what he does in the 5-hole. The reason why I didn't want him getting moved up was because I would have felt more comfortable for him, batting in the bottom of the order, right, 7th or 8th, just because it's just less pressure on him. But I think he's up for it though. That's the thing. I think he's up for the pressure. I think he's up. He's all about it, right? Austin Wells has 3 options, by the way. He could get option down to a 28-man slot when September comes around with Rice taking over. Ben Rice is not going to take over at catcher. I don't think that's the Yankees have already said that's not in the works. And I doubt that Austin Wells gets optioned. That one I highly doubt. I mean, I was saying a week ago, right, the Yankees moving on from Grisham, but Grisham has seemed to have woken up and has been making some noise, right? Spencer Jones, I mean, I think is the future, for no doubt, and Spencer Jones has looked a lot better. But we know he's better defensively. We know he has more speed. He has more versatility because he could play anywhere in the outfield. So, yeah, Wells has been, like I said, Wells has been on fire, man. He's been one of your better bats in the lineup, right? And it's good to it's nice to see. Hey, look, it's Brad. We know who Brad is talking to. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I get that, Dorn. I think Bellinger probably. They say he's closer than expected. So I mean, does he come back before the September call ups, or does he is he going to be one of the September call ups when they expand the roster to 28? I have a feeling. I have a feeling you might see Elmer Rodriguez get called up, and he might come in as like a bullpen option because the Yankees can use some. They can use some relief in the bullpen. Yeah, no, I know we got Belly, Judge, and Stanton coming back. So the question is how. We know. Sounds like Belly and Stanton are going to come back before Judge. Judge is going to be the last person to come back. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the roster is going to look like when these guys come back. And don't forget Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon is going to come back at some point. So the Yankees are going to have to make a decision on who they're going to send to the bullpen, right? Because they're not gonna run with a 6-man rotation. Yeah, Luis Hill. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any playing time for Luis Hill up at the major league level. Clark Schmidt, you're probably going to see at some point. Oh, he's up to 60 pitches. Yeah, so Carlos Rodon's going to come back. So then, what's whose spot is he taking? I know throughout the year I kept saying that Weathers is probably gonna be the guy that's gonna go back to the bullpen just because of the fact that he's never pitched as many innings as he has in his career, and you want to protect his arm. We know he's had injuries in the past, but he's made his case to keep his spot in the rotation. So then, does that mean Will Warren goes back to the bullpen? Even though I don't think Will Warren has this, I don't think his stuff would play out well coming out of the bullpen. I think Weathers is better, but Weathers has also made his case to keep his spot in the rotation. The biggest problem with Weathers is just he doesn't get the run support. So, you know, I think Weathers would play better out of the bullpen than Warren, but that's a tough decision. I'm glad the Yankees have these problems because that's why they did what they did in the offseason was trade for certain players and assign a bunch of players and add a lot of depth so that's just in case if injuries happen, it's the next man up. So it's good that they have these decisions to make. This is true, Brad, but let's be real. Like Schlittler's not going to. We can all agree on that. All right, let's talk some food, folks. What are we eating tonight, or what are we eating this morning? What are we eating this afternoon? We got Michael K and Joe Girardi in the Yes booth. Much better than the ESPN booth. I can't stand those ESPN the ESPN booth. I can't stand those guys. Especially that guy Perez. Oh my God. Like they're so like anti-Yankees, it's not even funny. Well, what are we munching on tonight? Oh, hummus for dinner? Nothing wrong with hummus. Hummus is good. Side salad with wings for lunch. Not much rest of day. Agree with both takes. I think you meant to say both. Side salad with wings for lunch. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. Sounds like a light lunch. Nice. Ground chicken, steamed veggies, and some rice from Felix. What else is on the menu? What else is on the menu? Let me take a look at the poll here. 18 votes and 94% of you said that the brooms are coming out. I prefer prepping the chicken and the chop instead of ground chicken. Try that. Oh, prefer preparing the chicken and then chop. All right. I was like prepping. I was like, I might understand what he's saying. Well, that event is going down on Saturday, not next week there, buddy. Between Machado, Gary, and Islam Makhachev. I think Makhachev takes that fight. I think Islam Makhachev takes that fight. I still say he's going to retain the title. That's what I'm saying. But the game's going to start here. Nah, you're good, Felix. But yeah, I think Makhachev is going to take that. I think he's going to beat Ian Gary. Yeah, the fights are going down in Philly this weekend. I can't wait. It's going to be an all right card. I mean, it's not really like a stack card, but the main event's going to be good. Felix says he's rooting for Ian. Understood. But the game's going to start here in about a minute. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday, August 13th. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new, we are just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So if anybody's out there and you're new and you're not watching, hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that 3,000 because as promised, when I hit 3,000, I'm gonna give away 3 gift cards to Fanatics to 3 lucky winners. So let's hit that 3,000. All right. And I'm going to share the game cast here. We'll get that up on the screen. So Mariners lineup is going to be Arozarena, Rodriguez, Canzone, Raleigh, Naylor, Donovan, Wilson, Peretta, Rivas. That is your starting lineup for the Seattle Mariners. So the game should be starting here momentarily. As usual, Ronnie goes to his room and cries when I fire back at him. The Blue Jays are starting to heat up. Glad it's been against the Red Sox, but would like to see them lose again soon. Yeah, I mean, let's see the Blue Jays. Yeah, they're one of the teams that's been on fire, man, and they're they've been beating up on the Red Sox. They've been playing some really good baseball lately. Let's see where they're at in the standings, yeah, Yankees are currently 6 games behind the Rays in division. When it comes to the wild card, still Yankees, Red Sox, Rangers. The Yankees are 4 games ahead of the Red Sox. That's a good thing. The Red Sox are 5-5 in their last 10, so they're currently on a 5-game losing streak. But the Blue Jays are a game and a half out of the final spot of the wild card. So they're not far away. They could easily blow past the Guardians, Tigers, and Twins, and also the Rangers, who are holding the final spot in the wild card at the moment. But it's gonna get. But you could also say the Orioles are also in it too. They're only 2 games behind. The Mariners are 4. Mariners are still in it, right? There's several teams on the AL side that are in it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Blue Jays just blew the gates, kicked the doors down and just completely took over, and were one of the final teams in the AL side to make it to the postseason. But yeah, you don't really count any team out in the AL East, but it's funny that, and I just said it right. The Blue Jays are not far away. Neither are the Orioles. So either one of those teams or both of those teams could make it. The whole entire AL East could make the postseason, which is crazy. But here we go, folks. Max Fried on the mound, warming up as the game is about to go down. Let's get this game started. Sleeping ball. All right. And here we go. Let's see how Max Fried does. As he faces Arozarena. And here we go. Let's play some ball. First pitch is a foul ball. 0-1. Yankees defense from right to left field is Caballero, Grisham, Jones. Infield from first to third, Luis Garcia Jr., Jazz Chisholm, George Lombard, Ryan McMahon. Ali Sanchez is your catcher. Ben Rice is your DH. Max Fried on the mound. Facing Arozarena, the 0-1. 1-1. So 1-1 here to Arozarena as Fried sets the pitch. Fouls it off, 1-2. Indeed they did, Doran. Indeed they did. And the Yankees were going to be a 4th place team. Or last place. I don't know what people were saying, but it was one of those two. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Arozarena. As Fried sets here on the 2-2. The pitch is... Hey! Struck him out looking. First strikeout of the game for Max Fried. And there's the first strikeout of the game, the first out of the inning. And Julio Rodriguez now will be coming to the plate. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Whoa, inside. 1-1. The 1-1 is a foul ball. 1-2 now to Rodriguez. Let's see if Fried could go back-to-back strikeouts. Pitch from Fried. Hey, struck him out looking. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Max Fried. That's how you start the game. That's the second strikeout for Fried. Got him with the curveball. Got him looking. And that's going to bring Canzone now to the plate. And first pitch to Canzone. Whoa, inside 1-0. Appreciate everybody joining me here on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Greatly appreciate both. We're only just a few subs away from 3,000. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. The pitch from Fried. Foul ball, 1-2. Let's see if Fried could strike out the side. So 2 outs here in the top of the first, nobody on. The pitch from Fried is high for a ball, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fried looking to strike out the side here. The 2-2. Full count. Here's the payoff. Canzone gets a piece of it, staying alive, still 3-2. And we're going to do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Canzone. 3 sets. Another foul ball. Canzone battling here against Max Fried. And another payoff pitch coming up here from Max Fried. And it's ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Canzone. That's going to bring Cal Raleigh up now as the inning will continue. So first walk of the game for Max Fried, and that's going to bring up Cal Raleigh. First pitch to Raleigh is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Pickoff attempt at first, and Canzone gets back. We know Max Fried is really good with the pickoff. One of the best in the league. Yeah, I remember watching Max Fried pitch last year against the Rockies. He had 2 pickoffs. It was awesome to see live. The 1-0 to Raleigh. Hit sharply. Nice job there by Lombard. Fields it, throws to first, and gets Raleigh out. So good job to Fried. Striking out a couple batters, walking 1. Mariners leaving a runner on base. Nice little scoop there by Lombard to make the play to first. And we're going to the bottom of the first. And Grisham, Rice, Jones will be due up to face Logan Gilbert. Oh, here come the battles between Rodney and Brad. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Feel like we're in high school all over again. Well, we are in a commercial break. Appreciate everybody joining me here on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Greatly appreciate both. Let's get those likes up. And once again, we're only just a few subscribers away from hitting that 3,000. Lombard is the truth. Yeah, he is the truth, man. I like what he's doing on the field. His bat, he's shown that he's got the potential, right? But, of course, experienced pitchers, they're going to try and take advantage. So we got Logan Gilbert on the mound, 8-7 record, 3.42 ERA, 145 strikeouts, 32 walks. He's given up 19 home runs in 139 and a third inning. OPP average is 211. So let's see how the Yankees offense fares against Logan Gilbert. And just a friendly reminder, any of my predictions hit a home run, I'm going to gift a membership. And if the sleeper hits a home run, I'm gifting 2. So just to remind everybody real quick. All right, Grisham is going to step into the batter's box, ready to go. He had a couple of home runs last night. Grisham's been playing really well as of late. First pitch from Gilbert is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Got him with the splitter. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. As Gilbert sets here on the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. Ronnie. Oh, man. We got Ben Rice waiting on deck for the Yankees. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Grisham. And Gilbert sets the pitch. And that is a foul ball, still 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. The 2-2. Grisham fouls that pitch, still 2-2. So Grisham battling here against Gilbert. Pitch number 7 coming up in this at-bat. The 2-2. And a line drive right to the second baseman, Donovan. As the first out has been recorded, and now Ben Rice will be coming to the plate. Mariners defense from right to left field, Dominic Canzone, Julio Rodriguez, Randy Arozarena. Infield is Naylor, Donovan, Rivas, and Wilson. Catcher is Peretta, and Raleigh is your DH. And here's Ben Rice. So 0-1 count here to Ben Rice. And Rice fouls that one, 0-2. The 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. The 1-2. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Rice strikes out. First strikeout of the game for Gilbert. 2 down, and that's going to bring Spencer Jones. So let's see what Spencer Jones does. Had a fantastic night last night. 3 RBI game as Jones fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1. Gilbert sets. Here's the 2-1. And Jones hits that ball to left field. Rosa Reyna backing up. Makes the catch for the final out. So the Yankees go down in order. Top of the second coming up as we are in a commercial break. Jones 7 for 22 with runners in scoring position. Game will resume here momentarily. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Keep sharing this channel out. We are just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000 subs. So if you're not on YouTube and you're watching on any of the other sites, come to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. I'm not going to even respond to Rodney and Brad. I'm just going to let them battle. Oh, man. But Josh Naylor, Brendan Donovan, and Weston Wilson will be coming up to face Max Fried. So Max Fried had a good first inning. Let's see how he does in the second. All right, let's get back to the game. And Fried, first pitch inside, ball 1 to Josh Naylor. There's a strike, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Naylor. The pitch from Fried, a swing and a miss, got him with the fastball, 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get his 3rd strikeout of the game. The 1-2. There's a ground ball. So Luis Garcia Jr. says he'll take it himself. Steps on the bag. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. And that's going to bring Brandon Donovan now to the plate. First pitch to Donovan is a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 is fouled, 0-2. The 0-2 from Fried is a ground ball. Lombard fields it, throws to first. What a play by Lombard as he comes charging in. Runs in front of Jazz and makes the play. Nice job there by Lombard. 2 outs now here in the top of the 2nd with Weston Wilson coming to the plate. First pitch to Wilson is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Whoa, swing and a miss, and a bat goes flying. Looks like everybody in the Mariners dugout is all right. 1-1 to Wilson. The 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get his 3rd strikeout of the game. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Wilson. The 2-2. And Wilson hits that ball left field. Jones is backing up, and that ball is gone. So a solo home run given up here by Max Fried. And just like that, the Mariners are up 1-0. So Mariners are on the board with a solo home run from Weston Wilson. And that's going to bring Johnny Peretta now up to the plate. And there's a strike to Peretta. So only the second home run allowed this season by Max Fried. The 0-1, there's a ground ball to Lombard, fields it, throws to first, and gets the out. And we're heading to the bottom of the second, but the Mariners are on the board on a solo home run by Weston Wilson. It's a 1-0 game. Let's see if the Yankees bats can answer back. Garcia Jr., Lombard Jr., Chisholm Jr. is coming up. So the three juniors are coming up here, folks. Luis, George, and Jazz. So the three juniors coming up. Once again, appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. We're only just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. Let's hit that 3,000 today. Let's hit 3,000 subs today on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. That would be amazing if we could do that. Anybody have any last minute plans for the summer? We know, summer's coming to an end slowly but surely, right? I mean, there's still a little bit of time for summer. Anybody have any final plans or what's going on? Anybody doing anything fun? Or y'all saving that for Labor Day weekend? The game will resume here shortly. All right, let's get back to the game. Game will resume here in a second. And here's Luis Garcia Jr. leading things off. Takes a ball outside. The 1-0 is called ball 2, but being challenged. So let's see if this call gets overturned. And it was in fact a strike, so call is overturned. It is now 1-1. So first call overturned by ABS today. The 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1. And Garcia Jr. hits that ball to left field. Arozarena still running back, still going back. That's going to go off the wall. And let's see if Garcia Jr. goes 3. Nope, he's going to stop at second base. A leadoff double here in the bottom of the second. A tying run is on second base with George Lombard Jr. now coming to the plate. So Garcia going opposite field there. And here's George Lombard Jr. at the plate. So Garcia Jr. at second, Lombard Jr. at the plate. And here's Logan Gilbert. First pitch. Takes a strike, 0-1 to Lombard. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Got him with a fastball. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Lombard. Garcia at second base. Takes a ball, 1-2 now to Lombard. So let's see if the Yankees are able to get on the board here and tie the game up. The 1-2. Grounded foul. Still 1-2 to Lombard. One, two. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Lombard. The 2-2. Lombard pops it up right side, foul territory. The catch is made by Josh Naylor and throws to third. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That's going to bring Jazz to the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
So let's see what Jazz does here with Garcia at second. First pitch. Takes a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Ball 2 to Jazz. It's 2-1. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2 now to Jazz. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Jazz strikes out. Second strikeout of the game for Gilbert. And that's going to bring Jose Caballero now up to the plate. And here we go. Here's Jose Caballero facing Logan Gilbert. Takes ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. To Jose Caballero, runner on second with 2 outs. Seattle's leading 1-0 right now. Let's see if the Yankees could get on the board here. The 2-0. And Caballero hits a little blooper, but it is caught there by Rivas. And the Yankees leave a runner stranded. 1-0 Seattle going to the top of the third. So Yankees could not take advantage of the opportunity. But that's okay. That's okay. They still plenty of game left. Still early. But I appreciate everybody here. Chasing Dreams. What's up there, Gusto? He says, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're only just a few subscribers away from 3,000. So anybody that is not subscribed, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Yeah, we're only, like I said, we're only just a few subs away. Just a few subs. Who's going to be my 3,000 subscriber? I appreciate it there, Gusto. Chilling. Are you out there in the Philippines? You back in the States? Like, where are you, man? We got Rivas, Arozarena, Rodriguez coming up. Ronnie says, hurry up and join. Oh, are you in Colorado? Oh, all right. You still living in the same place you have been? Yeah, Gusto comes in, and then Rodney and Brad come out from under the rock. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Here's Leo Rivas to lead things off for the Mariners. Takes a ball outside. The 1-0. There's a ground ball. McMahon fields it, fires to first. And he gets Rivas out. Nice job there by Ryan McMahon. Man, that left side of the infield was a major upgrade. With McMahon at third, and then you add Lombard at short. I mean, it's night and day. It is just such a night and day difference. Max Fried pointing at McMahon, like giving him his props, like, way to go, man. But here's a Arozarena now. First pitch, way upstairs, 1-0. Oh, nice there, Gusto, North Carolina. There you go. The 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Arozarena. Fried sets the 2-1. And there's a single up the middle. So Mariners get their second hit of the day. So runner on first with 1 out, and that's going to bring Julio Rodriguez to the plate. So here's Julio Rodriguez. And there's a base hit to right. So a couple of hits here in the bottom of the third. So runners on first and second now. That's going to bring Dominic Canzone to the plate with 1 out and 2 runners on. So Fried in a little bit of a jam here. What's up, Dev? So runners on first and second, 1 out. There's a strike to Canzone. What's up, Dev? How you doing, man? As Fried sets here on the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Canzone. What's up, DM? How you doing, man? The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Canzone. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Canzone. The 2-2. Foul ball, still 2-2. Fried sets. Another 2-2 pitch. Hey, struck him out looking. Big strikeout there by Max Fried. 2 down. And 3rd strikeout of the game for Max Fried. You've been busy there, Gusto. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. You got to handle your business. So Rowley is at the plate now, takes a strike. The 0-1. There's a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Fried trying to get himself out of a jam. The 0-2. Pitch was way high, 1-2. The 1-2. And that is a pop-up. Lombard is right there, makes the catch. And the Mariners leave a couple of runners stranded, so good job to Max Fried. We're going to the bottom of the third. McMahon, Sanchez, and Grisham will be due up. So let's see if the Yankees are able to get on the board. Mariners are still winning 1-0. Oh, man. Rodney and Brad just going at it. It's freaking hilarious. But I appreciate everybody tuning in on this Thursday. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. We're only just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000 subs. So if you have not hit that subscribe button and you're new, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to that 3,000. We are just a few subs away. All right, let's get back to the game. Ryan McMahon's going to come up to bat to lead things off. So here we go. Ryan McMahon leading things off here for the Yankees. First pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch is outside, 1-1 now to McMahon. The 1-1. And McMahon fouls that one, 1-2. The 1-2. Another foul ball by McMahon. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ryan McMahon. What up, Montauk? The 2-2. McMahon fouls it back. Still 2-2. McMahon battling here against Logan Gilbert. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Another 2-2 pitch coming up here from Gilbert. And McMahon hits that ball to left fielder Rosarena right there. Makes the catch. One down, and that's going to bring Ali Sanchez now up to the plate. And first pitch to Sanchez is a single to right field. So 1 out single for Ali Sanchez. That's going to bring Trent Grisham. So the tying run on first base. So Sanchez on the first pitch hits it opposite field. So here is Trent Grisham, 0 for 1 in today's game. Let's see if the Yankees are able to get on the board as he swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1 to Grisham. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Grisham. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first here in the bottom of the third. Seattle up 1-0. As Gilbert sets here on the 1-1. And Grisham hits that ball to right field. There's a base hit. And Sanchez will go to third. And Grisham with a double. Nicely done. Runners on second and third. Tying run on third base. Good hustle there by Trent Grisham. He gets a double. Now we have runners on second and third with 1 out. And that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. Yankees bats making a little bit of noise here in the bottom of the third. So looks like they're challenging this call. So the Mariners have challenged. So see the replay here. Ooh, he might be out. So Grisham is out. As he slid, his feet came off the bag and he got tagged. The glove was on his body. That's a stupid way to get out, man. But now we got a runner on third. Tying run is still on third. Now it's 2 outs instead of 1. We only have the runner on third instead of second and third with 1 out. Now we have Ben Rice at the plate. Swing and a miss there by Rice. Ronnie loves him some Grisham. Ayo. So 0-1 here to Rice as Gilbert sets. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Ball 2. 2-1 now to Ben Rice. A hit ties the game up. The 2-1. And Rice hits a grounder to second. And he's going to be out. And Yankees leave a runner stranded. They do not score the runner from third. Top of the fourth coming up now. The Mariners are still up 1-0. Yankees are getting close, but man. Grisham getting tagged that second, man. That sucked. But they're only down 1-0. Still. Top of the fourth coming up. So let's see how Max Fried does in the top of the fourth. He'll be facing Naylor, Donovan, and Wilson. So both Logan Gilbert and Max Fried at 50 pitches. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on this Thursday. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Keep sharing this channel out. We're almost at 3,000. We're just only a few subscribers away. All right, let's get back to the game here. So Josh Naylor at the plate to lead things off here in the top of the fourth. Ball one, or strike one, should I say. He looks like he did go. So 0-1 here to Josh Naylor. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. Naylor hits that ball right side, and is it a foul ball? Yes, it is. It's 0-2. There's a little blooper. Garcia trying to get to it. And yep, it landed foul. That was close. But it is 0-2 to Josh Naylor. So Seattle's challenging that foul ball call, but it looked like a foul ball to me. So let's see how the umpires rule this. I still say that's a foul ball. Yep, the call on the field stands. It's a foul ball. So 0-2 to Josh Naylor. So Seattle loses that challenge. All right, here we go. Freed sets here on the 0-2 to Naylor. Pitch is way high, 1-2. The 1-2. Grounded foul. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josh Naylor. The 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Naylor. The 2-2. And that is hit sharply to right field. A single for Naylor. So Naylor on first to start things off here in the top of the 4th. Brandon Donovan now coming to the plate. Well, ball gets away from Sanchez. Naylor stays put. It's ball 1 to Donovan. This could be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. A double play turned by the Yankees, starting with Jazz Chisholm Jr. Nicely done. So 2 outs just like that. Exactly what the Yankees needed there. So good job to Jazz starting it. And good job to Lombard with the throw to first. And with the stretch, with the reach there by Garcia. As he kept his foot on the bag. All right, here is Weston Wilson. It's 1-0 to Wilson. Got his team on the board with a solo home run back in the 2nd inning. The 1-0. 2-0. Freed sets here on the 2-0, the pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1 now to Wilson. The 3-1. There's a strike. It's a full count to Wilson. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Seattle still leading 1-0 here in the top of the 4th. Nobody on base. Payoff and fouled off by Wilson. Another payoff. And Wilson hits that ball center field. Grisham is right there. Makes the catch for out number 3. So good job to Max Fried. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th now. It's going to be Spencer Jones, Luis Garcia, and George Lombard coming up in the bottom of the 4th. See if the Yankees could get on the board. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Keep sharing this channel out, folks. We are just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So let's see if the Yankees could get something going. They keep getting close. Might be one of those things where they wake up late in the game. So far, the Yankees are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. And they've left 2 men on base. The Mariners are 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. And they've left 3 men on base so far. So the fantasy draft, it's up to you, Ronnie. Maybe closer towards the towards when the season starts. So like a week before, I'd be down. All right, here's Spencer Jones. A swing and a miss by Spencer Jones, 0-1. The 0-1. 0-2 now to Jones. So both teams still have their challenges. The 0-2. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Spencer Jones. We are in the bottom of the 4th. The Mariners have a 1-0 lead over the Yankees. The 1-2. Foul ball by Jones, still 1-2. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Jones strikes out. And that's going to bring Luis Garcia to the plate now. So here is Garcia. And Garcia would have hit up the middle. That's going to be a single. And he gets his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. So tying run on first base. And Lombard now coming to the plate. So let's see if the Yankees are able to get on the board. So So Lombard Jr. at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Takes a ball inside. The 1-0. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Lombard as Gilbert sets. There's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. And Lombard hits that ball to right field, and it is caught for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring Jazz to the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
August 29th. Is the draft. All right. And first pitch to Jazz is a strike. 0-1. Jazz is 0 for 1 in today's game. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jazz. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Jazz strikes out. That is strikeout number 4 for Gilbert. Yankees leave a runner stranded once again. Peretta, Rivas, and Rosarena will be due up in the top of the 5th. Oh, man. So let's see how Max Fried does in the top of the 5th. Just doing a good job so far. Fried, 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, struck out 3, and walked a batter. And currently he is at 66 pitches. Let's see if he could get through the 5th inning. All right, let's get back to the game here. And Pareda leads things off here in the top of the fifth, takes a strike from Fried. The 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1. That is hit to center field, and that's going to drop for a single. Pareda thinking about going to second as he rounds first, but pumps the brakes there. So it's going to be a single for Pareda to start things off here in the top of the fifth. And Leo Rivas now will be coming to the plate. There's a strike to Rivas. 0-1. The 0-1 shows bunt. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rivas. The 1-1 shows bunt again, lays off ball 2, 2-1 now to Rivas. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Rivas. The 2-2 as Fried throws over to first on a pickoff attempt. Pareda's back at first. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fried sets the 2-2. And this could be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. A double play turned by the Yankees, starting with Lombard. So good job to the Yankees. They've been doing so much better turning these double plays. And 2 outs just like that. That's how you do it. And that's going to bring Randy Arozarena now to the plate. I'll take those double plays all day, man. Here's Arozarena. Takes a ball. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Arozarena. The 2-1. There's a strike. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Fried. Foul back, still 2-2. Yeah, having a good defense behind pitching is real important. It's essential. The 2-2. Pitch is in the dirt, full count. So Fried at 80 pitches here in the top of the 5th. Payoff. Foul back, still 3-2. Fried sets on another payoff. And the pitch is ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Arozarena. That's Fried's second walk of the day. And here is Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. So the inning continues. So there's Ali Sanchez talking with Max Fried. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday afternoon, August 13th. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Greatly appreciate both. All right, here we go. Fried versus Rodriguez. Oh, Arozarena almost picked off. He was close. We know how good Fried is with the pickoffs. And a pitch to Rodriguez, way outside, 1-0. So you got Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. There's a foul ball, 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get out of this inning. The 1-2. Pitches upstairs, 2-2. And a throw over to second to check on Arozarena. Rosarena with a pretty decent lead there. As Fried sets here on the 2-2. The pitch is ball 3. Full count. So Rosarena will go. And the payoff. Swing and a miss. Hey, struck him out. Good job to Max Fried. Still a 1-0 game as we go into the bottom of the 5th. So Yankees are still down 1-0. So 4th strikeout of the game for Max Fried, and we are in a commercial break. I'm going to take a quick break myself, folks. I'll be right back. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. All right, Caballero going to lead things off here for the Yankees. Bottom of the 5th, still a 1-0 game. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 shows bunt, but it's fouled. 0-2 now to Caballero. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Caballero as Gilbert sets here on the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Caballero. The 1-2. And Caballero hits that ball to left field. Rosarena runs in, makes the catch. 1 down, and that's going to bring Ryan McMahon to the plate. So here is Ryan McMahon. And there's ball 1 to McMahon. The 1-0. 2-0. Gilbert sets the 2-0. McMahon pops it up. Center field. And Rodriguez makes the catch for out number 2. That's going to bring Ali Sanchez now up to the plate. So here's Ali Sanchez. And there's a ground ball to short. And he's out. The Yankees go down in order. Top of the 6th coming up. Still a 1-0 game. Canzone, Raleigh, and Naylor will be due up when we get back from commercial. So quick inning there by the Yankees. So the Yankees are still down 1-0 as we are in a commercial break. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Sunday afternoon. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. If you're new and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're just only a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000, folks. From the channel hitting 3,000 subs. I started this channel. My first season was 2024. I started this channel December of 2023. So, 1,000 subscribers per season. It's been nice. It's been amazing. Hopefully one day we could take it to like 10,000 and beyond. Definitely in the off season, I want to work on some things to make the channel even better. So I got some things in mind, some things I'm going to work on. Yeah, I appreciate you, Ronnie. Yeah, you've been with me from the beginning. So, yep, baby steps is right, man. Can't rush it. So we'll see if Max Fried comes back out for the 6th inning. He's at 88 pitches. Now they had Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen. Brad getting blocked. Oh, well, that's going to do it for Max Fried. We got the lefty Ryan Yarborough in the game. His last appearance was 10 days ago on August 3rd. So Yarborough is going to take over pitching duties for the Yankees. So Max Fried's final outing was 5 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, struck out 4, walked 2. I mean, all things considered, not a bad outing. Right? He only gave up the 1 run. So let's see what Yarborough does here against the Mariners as Canzone takes ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. And right to McMahon as he makes the catch for the first out. Good job to Ryan McMahon. Exit velo off that pitch was 99.1 miles per hour. Canzone tried going opposite field, and McMahon was right there. Here's Kyle Rowley. Swings and misses on the first pitch. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. Still 0-2 to Cal Rowley. Pitches upstairs, 1-2. And down looking, but it's being challenged by Raleigh. I thought that was a strike, so let's see if Seattle wins this challenge. Nope, it was a strike. Second out of the inning, and the Mariners do lose a challenge. So 2 outs here, and here's Josh Naylor. Takes a ball. Oh, being challenged by Sanchez. So our Mariners have 1 challenge. Let's see if the Yankees retain theirs. Nope, they lose theirs. So the Yankees only have 1 challenge remaining. So both teams have a challenge remaining. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Naylor. As Yarbrough sets. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Naylor strikes out. Good job to Yarbrough. And we're heading to the bottom of the 6th now. The Yankees are still down 1-0. So Yankees still with an opportunity to try and get a run on this board. They had opportunities early on, but just could not capitalize. The Yankees need to get some runs here. At least tie the game up, man. All right, we'll get back to the game here. So top of the lineup coming up for the New York Yankees. So Grisham, Rice, and Jones will be starting things off here in the bottom of the sixth. Grisham 1 for 2 today. He got tagged out at second. Takes a ball. And a 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. As Gilbert sets on the 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. The 2-2. Grisham grounds that one foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. Here in the bottom of the sixth, the 2-2. And Grisham hits that one to right field, and it is fouled. As you had a couple of Mariners players making a run for it. So still 2-2 to Grisham. And here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Grisham. As Gilbert sets the 2-2. Just misses. Ball 3 being challenged here by the Mariners. Let's see if this call gets overturned. And it does get overturned. So Grisham strikes out looking. So that is strikeout number 5 for Gilbert. Second call overturned by ABS. And that's going to bring Ben Rice now to the plate. So here's Ben Rice, who's 0 for 2. Rice has been struggling big time. He's been looking a little bit better as of late. He's been getting some hits. He's been looking like the Ben Rice that we know. But still, the overall numbers, when you look at the last 15 games, have not been great. So still needs to build on some consistency. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Ben Rice. The 3-0. And it's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Ben Rice. The tying run is on first with Spencer Jones coming to the plate. So here's Spencer Jones, who's 0 for 2 tonight. And looks like we have a meeting on the mound. Yeah, appreciate you all hanging out with me on this Thursday afternoon. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So anybody out there watching and you're new, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's hit 3,000. We're only a few subs away. But here's Spencer Jones with a runner on first, 1 out. Can the Yankees get on the board as Jones takes a strike? The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. There's a ball. 1-2 now to Jones. The 1-2 being challenged. It's initially called a ball. Let's see if this call gets overturned. And it does get overturned. So 6 strikeouts now for Gilbert. And third call overturned today by ABS. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring Garcia Jr. now up to the plate. So here's Garcia, who's 2 for 2. Ball 1. That pitch looked off from that replay. It looked like it was off the plate. Huh. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. It looks like the ball just catches the line, part of the ball. The 1-1, and Garcia fouls that one, 1-2. We got Yariel De Los Santos warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. And Bazardo warming up for the Mariners. The 1-2. Foul ball, still 1-2 to Garcia. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Garcia. Runner on first, 2 outs. Seattle's up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees have had opportunity throughout the game to at least try to tie the game up. but just could not execute. Here's the 2-2. Ooh. Garcia gets a piece of it, still staying alive. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. The 2-2, full count. So Garcia doing everything he can in this at bat to stay alive with Lombard waiting on deck. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rice is going to go. Time is called. And the payoff and a strikeout for Gilbert. And that is 7 strikeouts for Logan Gilbert as he gets out of the 6th inning. And we're going to the top of the 7th. Still a 1-0 game. So Logan Gilbert's done a good job against the Yankees offense. And the Yankees are still trailing 1-0. So top of the 7th, here we come. So let's see if the Yankees could still hold it to a 1-0 lead. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday afternoon. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We're only just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So if you're watching and you're new, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that 3,000 today. Let's hit it during the play-by-play. Let's make it happen. Let's make it 3,000 subs. I remember my 1,000 subscriber, my 2,000th. Who's going to be my 3,000th? And name this Yankee here, 36-34 record, 4.39 ERA, 23 saves in his career. Played with the Yankees from 85 to 86, Pirates from 87 to 89, played for the Astros in 90, and played for the Mariners in 1992. Can anybody name that Yankee? All right, Ryan Yarbrough is back on the mound, facing Brandon Donovan. And first pitch is a strike. The 0-1. There's a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 is a fly ball, center field. Grisham blocking the sun, makes the catch. 1 down, and here comes Weston Wilson now coming to the plate, who got the only run on the board for the Mariners with a solo home run back in the top of the 2nd. And first pitch to Wilson is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Did he go around? It's 0-2 now to Wilson. Umpire said he went around. The 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Wilson. The 1-2. Foul ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wilson. What's up, Robert? Brian Fisher? That's your answer? Okay. You probably know better than me. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wilson. Foul ball, still 2-2 to Wilson. So top of the 7th here. Yankees are down 1-0. 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Wilson. As Yarbrough sets another 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. So Wilson battling. Another 2-2 pitch. He did not go around. It's a full count now to Wilson. Another foul ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Wilson, 1 out, top of the 7th. Mariners have a 1-0 lead. Payoff. Foul back. Another payoff pitch. Another foul ball. So Wilson battling here against Yarbrough. Who's going to win this battle? Yep. Pitch number 12 coming up in this at-bat. And it's ball 4. Wilson wins the battle. It's a 1-out walk, and that's going to bring Johnny Peretta now up to the plate. And Boone has seen enough as he is making his way to the mound to make a pitching change. Looks like Yari De Los Santos is going to be coming into the game to try and bail his team out of the 7th as we head into a commercial. We are in another commercial break. I appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday afternoon. We are in a commercial break, a pitching change for the Yankees. Yariel De Los Santos is going to be taking over pitching duties for the Yankees. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe. The strike zone is only a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So if there's anybody out there watching and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to that 3,000. We're only just a few subscribers away. Just a few, I promise. And once the channel hits 3,000 subs, I'm going to do 3 gift card giveaways to Fanatics, to 3 lucky winners. What's up, Hitman? Hitman's in the building, says hit that like. Oh, nice, Robert. All right, let's get back to the game here. We got Johnny Pareto, who's going to be at the plate. So here's Yariel De Los Santos. An inning-ending double play would be perfect here. And a throw to second. So a little high. So stolen base for Wilson. Now we got a runner on second with 1 out. So it takes any chance of a double play away. Yeah, it was just too high of a throw from Sanchez. If it was a little bit more accurate, probably could have tagged him out. But it's 0-2 here to Pareto. So runner on second, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Still a 1-0 game. The 0-2. Foul ball. Struck him out looking. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. All right. Looks like we have a pinch hitter coming up for Leo Rivas. And it is Cole Young who's going to be pinch hitting for Rivas. So let's see what Cole Young does. And it looks like Sanchez is going to be talking with De Los Santos. All right, here's Young at the plate. And a throw over to second to check on Wilson. As Wilson is back safely. There's ball 1 to Young. And Young hits that ball Left field. Fouled. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, runner on second, 2 outs. Foul ball, 1-2. Let's see if De Los Santos could get his team out of the inning. And there's a ground ball fielded by McMahon. Fires to first and gets Young out. And that'll end the inning. Good job to De Los Santos. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. You know what that means, folks. Get up, get some food, get a drink, get a snack, do some stretching. Come right back. It is the 7th inning stretch. I'm going to leave you all with some tunes. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're only just a few subs away from 3,000. Let's make it happen, folks. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. It is the bottom of the seventh. Here's Bizzardo facing Lombard, who's 0 for 2. And Lombard takes strike one. So Donovan moves to third. Young is at second. Emerson at short. So a little bit of defensive changes for the Mariners. And there's a ball, 1-1 to Lombard. Let's see if the Yankees make another comeback, another come from behind win here. They're trying to go for the sweep as Bizzardo sets on the 1-1. And Lombard hits a little blooper, but it is caught by Young. One down, and that's going to bring Jazz now to the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
Here is Jazz Chisholm Jr., who's 0 for 2 tonight. Takes a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0. And Jazz hits a grounder to first. And Naylor steps on the bag. So two quick outs here in the bottom of the seventh. And that's going to bring Jose Caballero now up to the plate. First pitch, inside ball. The 1-0, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Caballero. 3-0 now to Caballero. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh. Seattle's still leading 1-0. Only run came in back at the top of the second on a solo home run by Wilson. The 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Caballero, and that's going to bring Ryan McMahon. So once again, the tying run for the Yankees is on. First base. Here's Ryan McMahon, who's 0 for 2. First pitch, strike. Bizzardo sets here on the 0-1. And a throw over to first to check on Caballero as he safely makes it back to first. So Caballero takes his lead again. Let's see if he attempts to steal. The 0-1 pitches in the dirt, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs as Bizzardo sets to 1-1. And there goes Caballero, and he is thrown out. Now they're saying safe. The ball was dropped is what was said. So they're gonna, let's see, does Seattle challenge this? No, they're not going to. All right, so Caballero at second. Never really had the ball. Huh. He might have been safe. Maybe he didn't apply the tag from based on that replay. As I say that, it's 3-1 now to Ryan McMahon. They're showing the replay here. Oh, the ball does drop. Okay. Yeah, he never had the ball. So Caballero got a break on that one. But nevertheless, it's stolen base. 3-1. Ooh, that's called a strike. So full count here to McMahon. Tying run at second base for the Yankees. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks here. And that's going to bring Ali Sanchez. Let's see if the Yankees could get on the board. Or actually, they're bringing up, looks like Ahmed Rosario is coming in to pinch hit. So Rosario going to pinch hit for Ali Sanchez. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. The tying run at second base. Can the Yankees make a rally here in the bottom of the 7th? So let's see what Rosario does here. Coming in as the pinch hitter. And takes a strike from Bozzardo. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 7th. Mariners are up 1-0. Yankees trying to get on the board. Though 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Caballero at third now. Caballero steals third base. McMahon stays put at first. So the tying run now at third base. So 29th stolen base of the season for Caballero. A hit ties it up. And foul back. Rosario staying alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Bozzardo sets. And a pop-up. Foul territory. Naylor making a run for it, but it is out of play. Rosario still staying alive. So big at bat here for Rosario. Yankees have had opportunities all game long. Ooh, being challenged. It's called a ball, but let's see if this gets overturned. It does get overturned. So four strikeout for Rosario, and that's the 4th call overturned by ABS. I can't blame Rosario for not going for that pitch, but that takes us to the top of the 8th. Yankees leave 2 runners stranded, and they're still down 1-0. So let's see what happens in the top of the eighth. Yankees still have some opportunity. They've had some opportunities throughout the game, but once again just couldn't capitalize. They've left 6 men on base. They're 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. I mean, the Yankees pitching has done a good job only holding the Mariners to only 1 run. The Mariners are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, have left 5 men on base. But I appreciate everybody being here on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you are new, keep sharing this channel out. We're only just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. Did the Yankees do anything at the deadline? Twins fan here. Can they? Yeah, they traded for Luis Garcia Jr. and Heliot Ramos. They picked up a couple of bats. Other than that, they did nothing else. Twins fan, huh? How are you feeling about the Twins? All right, Austin Wells takes over at catcher. And Yuri De Los Santos is back on the mound. There's a Rosarena, so top of the order here in the top of the eighth for the Mariners. As a Rosarena takes a strike. 0-2 to Rosarena. And we got Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen right now. The 0-2. 1-2. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is foul back, still 2-2 to Rosarena. Yeah, I heard that, Ken. Owners not spending money. Yeah, off season there's going to be talk of salary cap. Players' union is never going to agree to it. And a Rosarena fouls off another pitch. It's still 2-2. If you're just joining us, it's the top of the eighth. Seattle's leading 1-0. As De Los Santos sets another 2-2. And bat goes flying. So, almost hit some of the camera guys. Looks like everybody's all right, though. As the bat goes flying out of Rosarena's hands. So, that's going to be a strikeout for De Los Santos. And first pitch to Julio Rodriguez is a ball. If you're just joining us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you are new. We're just a few subs away from hitting 3,000 as Rodriguez hits that ball left field. Spencer Jones makes the catch for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring Dominic Canzone now to the plate. And Jacob Petruzzi with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much there, Jacob. So strike one here to Canzone. As De Los Santos sets, here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Yankees losing 1-0. As De Los Santos sets the 0-2. Foul ball. Closet Yankee fan, because you guys always take our farm. Ha, LOL. I'm surprised Joe Mauer was never a Yankee. I did not want to see him win a ring. Fair enough. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good job to De Los Santos. Gets his team out of the inning. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th. And the top of the lineup coming up for the New York Yankees, Grisham, Rice, and Jones. And we are in a commercial break. Top of the lineup coming up. Appreciate everybody being here on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. We're just a few subs away from hitting 3,000. Let's get to that 3,000, folks. If you're new and you're watching, let's hit that 3,000 number. We're only just a few subs away. Yeah, time for the Yankees to make something happen for real. So we'll see if Pizzardo continues pitching, or will he fit, or are they going to bring in Gabe Spear, the lefty? They brought him in last night, and the Yankees went to town against him. Looks like, August 21st, they got a bobblehead, Cody Bellinger bobblehead night. That's when they play the Blue Jays. So, looks like Jose Ferrer is the lefty coming up. So, here's the top of the lineup. Here's Trent Grisham to start things off here in the bottom of the 8th. Can the Yankees tie it up here as he takes ball 1? The 1-0 is a fly ball. A few guys making a run for it, but it's going to drop in foul territory. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Trent Grisham. As Ferrer sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. And Grisham hits that ball to center field, but it is playable for Rodriguez as he makes the catch. And that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. We got David Bednar warming up in the bullpen. So here's Ben Rice, who's 0 for 2. Rice takes a strike. Ben Rice 0 for 2 with a walk. And Rice fouls that pitch. It's 0 2. The 0 2. 1 2 now to Rice. The 1 2. 2 2 now to Ben Rice. And Rice hits that ball to left field, and Arozarena runs in to make the catch. That's 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Spencer Jones. So here's Heliot Ramos pinch hitting for Spencer Jones. So let's see what Ramos does. Takes a strike, but he's challenging the pitch, saying it's a ball. Let's see what the ABS system says. And it was in fact a ball. So Ramos was correct. Call is overturned. That's 5 calls overturned by the ABS in today's game. The 1-0. Foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. 1 2 now to Ramos. And Ramos fouls that the other way. It's still 1 2. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Ramos. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Seattle leading 1-0. Full count now to Ramos. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes with Luis Garcia Jr. waiting on deck. Here's the payoff. And there's a ground ball to short. And the Yankees go down in order. And the top of the 9th coming up now for the Mariners as they have a 1-0 lead. And it's been that way since the 2nd inning. So Mariners pitching doing a good job against the Yankees offense. The offense has had ample opportunities to at least tie the game up, but just could not capitalize on any of the opportunities that have been presented to them. And we have a 1-0 lead. Mariners are still leading. So let's see who comes out in the top of the 9th. If they're going to send Yari De Los Santos back out there, are they going to bring in David Bednar? I know Fernando Cruz was warming up at one point. But I appreciate everybody Appreciate everybody being here on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you are new to the channel, we're just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So greatly appreciate all the new subscribers. Let's hit that 3,000 number. We are not far off. So they're going to tell us the name that Yankee answer. Robert was the only one who answered that question. And it was Brian Fisher. So I believe Robert said Brian Fisher. So I appreciate you, Hitman. Thank you. So we got Kyle Rowley, Josh Naylor, Brandon Donovan to start things off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Fernando Cruz to pitch in the top of the ninth. Ball one outside. And there's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. So Ramos takes over in left field for Spencer Jones. As Cruz sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. He struck him out looking. Good job to Cruz. And that's going to bring Josh Naylor now to the plate. First pitch to Naylor, and Naylor fouls that one. Definitely going to be out of play as a few Yankees are running after the ball. The 0-1, there's a ground ball to short. Lombard fields it, throws to first, and gets Naylor out for the second out of the inning. So here's Brandon Donovan. Ball one. The 1-0. And that is popped up. Left side, Ramos was running in, but Lombard says he's got it, and he makes the catch. So bottom of the ninth, Garcia Jr., Lombard, and the three juniors coming up. Garcia Jr., Lombard Jr., Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's see if the Yankees can come away with a win. And we're in a commercial break, and Rodney with the $5 super chat. He says, oh crap, Truzy. Truzy isn't cheap after all. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, they said it was Brian Fisher. I'm not muted. I'm sure my mic is not muted. My mic is on. I shouldn't be muted. Well, let's see if the Yankees have a rally in them. The bottom of the ninth coming up. Let's see if the Yankees can sweep. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me on this Sunday afternoon. We've been live for over 3 hours. So hit that like button, folks. Hit that subscribe button if you are new and you're watching. Greatly appreciate it. We're just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. Let's hit that 3,000. Let's hit that 3,000 right today, right now when we're live. I appreciate it, Rodney. All right. Here's Andres Munoz on the mound. He's going to try and close things out. And we got Luis Garcia Jr., who's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the ninth. He's 2 for 3 in today's game with a double and a single. Victor Robles takes over at right field. I think they said Brian Fisher. And there's a strike to Garcia. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Garcia. The 2-1. And Garcia hits a ground ball to second. And he's out. 1 down. And that's going to bring George Lombard Jr. up now to the plate. Here's Lombard, who's 0 for 3. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 to Lombard. The 0-1. There's strike 2 to Lombard. As Munoz sets here on the 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Lombard strikes out. Yankees are down to their final out. And that's going to bring Jazz to the plate now. So it's up to Jazz to try and save this game or keep the game alive.
Talking all that jazz.
So here's Jazz. Takes a ball. So Jazz 0 for 3 in today's game. The 1-0. And Jazz pops it up and out of play. It's 1-1 to Jazz Chisholm. The 1-1. And Jazz fouls that the other way, 1-2. That was a 101 mile per hour fastball. Swing and a miss, and Jazz strikes out. And the Mariners win today's game 1-0. As the offense just could not get anything going. Well, they had some things going, but just could not capitalize with runners in scoring position. And that's going to do it, folks. The Yankees lose today's game 1-0. They lose the series finale. Max Fried gets his 4th loss of the season. Gilbert gets his 9th win. And Fried is now 4-4. Munoz is just got his 21st save of the season. And that's going to do it, folks. That's it. The Yankees, unfortunately, lose the series finale. Could not get the sweep. But, hey, you know what? They still won the series. I'll take series wins every day of the week. But, yeah, after putting up 10 runs yesterday, you were wondering how many runs they were going to put up today. A big fat 0. But, really, the pitching did the job. You know, the pitching did the job for the Mariners, right? I mean, Yankees pitching did a really good job today too. Only held the Mariners to 1 run. I mean, and that's the Mariners just needed that yesterday. I mean, the Mariners just needed that today. All they needed was 1 run to win this game. Their pitching held up well. Gilbert had a great game. You know, the Yankees bullpen did everything that they can. And the Yankees lost the series finale 1-0. But again, you know, I'll take the series win. I'm not going to complain about a series win. A sweep would have been fantastic, but I'll take series wins. Series wins are still better than a series loss, better than a series split. So I'll take it. But anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me on this Thursday afternoon. The next play-by-play, as of right now, unless if something changes, it's probably going to be sometime next week. Again, I'll be back to my regular schedule here in a couple of weeks. Just bear with me. Once I get back to my regular schedule, I'll be able to call more games. But be on the lookout for other live streams. I might go live for other reasons besides play-by-play. I might end up doing a pregame live stream. I've been doing a few of those when I can't go live and if I have the time. And I might go live for other reasons. So just be on the lookout. Just keep your notifications on. And appreciate everybody hanging out on this Thursday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way out if you haven't yet. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that. We're only just a few subscribers away from hitting 3,000. So for anybody that's new and watching, all right. So I'm going to shut it down here. Once again, thank you all very much. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend that is coming up. Happy Thursday, everybody. And as always, let's go Yankees, and we are out.